Hey, howdy. How's it going? First and foremost, I'm gonna get out in front of this. I have a pimple on my nose. I know it. Don't talk about it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it, alright? Just look away. Just look away. Just look away. You see the pimple? The pimple's there. The pimple's huge. It's so red. Fucking Rudolph looking ass. Oh my god. Look at I'm self-conscious right now. Jesus, look at the pimple. Everyone can see it. Anyways, welcome back to another episode of Is It Worth Downloading? The little game that it's a video. The little video series thing that I got going on here where essentially Steam has millions, if not cajillions, of free games right now that you can download at no cost at all. Except, right? A little asterisk on that cost, because downloading these games will just flood your entire library and flood your system's hardware with absolute dog shit. Now again, these games are free, so maybe I shouldn't be so hard on them, but I'm going to be hard on them regardless, because why waste your time and your effort and your valuable system storage when you just don't have to in the first place? So my goal here is to download some of these free games, 3 at a time, play them, rank them, kind of give you a little rundown, quick little short snappy review, and let you know if it's even worth downloading or not. You got it? Pretty simple. So let's go ahead and get at it then. Okay. I'm getting this game. Like I'm understanding what it is I need to do. Holy shit. Okay, that got bad. That got bad really quickly. I'm getting overwhelmed now. Wow, that got rough. Maybe what I should do is, first game we had was Super Raft Boat. It's that kind of little like indie arcade-ish kind of game, and it honestly was a lot of fun. You have your raft, you have your gun, and that's about how it goes, right? And so it's these like mobs of like fish and birds and sharks and squids and all these things come at you and try to destroy your raft. You try to build your raft while also fending it off with your gun at the same time. And so, as you can imagine, that gets a little hectic sometimes. There's a lot going on the screen at once, and it can kind of panic you a little bit and make you try to figure out if you're going to keep trying to defend yourself or you're going to build your raft some more. And just overall try to survive as much as you can. It goes by these like rounds or waves, and each level has like a theme and has different kind of enemies coming at you. So it didn't get too repetitive very quickly, because at first fish and birds and it, you know, whatever. And then the next one I was fighting like sharks, and there was also like obstacles in the water. And then all of a sudden there were flying Dutchman ghost pirate things. So it keeps interesting with having a whole bunch of different enemy types going on. And then, like I said, the hecticness of trying to defend your raft and build it up at the same time as it's getting destroyed from every which way. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun. Surprisingly, I enjoyed this so much more than I thought. I almost didn't play this game to begin with, if I'm being completely honest, but I'm really glad I did. The only gripe I might have is replayability, as I imagine, now that I've played the levels that I did, I think I got to like level 4 or something, like the Kraken. I imagine playing through those levels again probably aren't as fun. And I can imagine doing it the 10th time again. It probably isn't. But there are collectibles. There's 2 other characters you can unlock through different like achievements. There's a couple items in the game for you to unlock. So that plays into the replayability of playing again and trying to get a different outcome so you can get a different unlock. And so, I don't know, I respect it. I mean, honestly, I think I enjoyed this game more than any other game I've played. I'm gonna rate this the highest I've rated any game yet. You know what? I'm weirdly reluctant to do this, but Super Raft Boat is a 10 out of 10, and it earns a unicorn. A unicorn I'm making up just now. Oh my god, I'm not. The Unicorn Award is a game that I feel is so much dang fun that I think it deserves extra props on top of its rating. So even if it's like a 6 out of 10, I could still give it a unicorn if I really felt that it was a lot of fun. But I'm gonna give this game a 10 out of 10. The first 10 rating I've given on this series so far. It's only episode 2, and it's the first game of episode 2. This is ridiculous. Don't expect this to be a common thing to happen. But on top of that, I'm gonna give it a unicorn as well. So, dang, man. Dang. I mean, this... Ooh. I mean, you saw it. If it looks even remotely interesting to you, try it out. It honestly is not that bad at all. I believe that this game is worth downloading. Oh, wait. Maybe I'm looking for Alice and Leanne. No, wait. I'm Anne Leanne. She's Alice and Leanne, so it's my sister. Okay. Okay, I get it. Where's my sis? Where... That actually scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Huh. The password was your name? What the fuck? It's right there. Why would your password for your computer be your last name? Whatever. Stories of Leanne, or Leanne, whatever, is an interesting game for me to review. Firstly, while Super Raft Boat was a very arcadey, gameplay-focused game, Stories of Leanne is very narrative-focused. It is all about the story and the atmosphere and sort of getting to the bottom of a mystery kind of situation. Basic premise is that you are a detective in like the year like 2652, like way in the future, and you're trying to get down to the bottom of why this like huge ship or whatever like is in this horrible state, like why it's all like run down and destroyed and broken. And as you progress through the ship, you uncover these mysteries, I guess. Although I say that, no mysteries are uncovered. Gameplay is where this game really falters. I mean, they even say that in the description it's like a walking simulator, and that's pretty accurate. There is no gameplay. Like, you don't, you're not like running away from something. You're not, you know, trying to escape or hide or fight anything. There is no combat. There is nothing except for walk. You literally just walk. And the puzzles of the game is that you'll walk up to an automatic door that is locked. And so in front of the locked door will be a little keypad for you to put in a 4-digit code to unlock said automatic door. And that is it. And you do it, at least in chapter 1 right here, you do it 4 times? 3 or 4 times? I get that it's a narrative game, but I'm physically interacting with the gameplay to progress through the story to get more of the narrative. And when I don't want to play any more of that gameplay, I can't give the game anything more than a 3. I mean, look, I know I feel like I'm being really hard, especially since Super Raft Boat got a 10 out of 10. So I don't know. It depends on the kind of person. If you're into these narrative heavy games, and you don't care about gameplay whatsoever, and you can force yourself through any repetitive puzzle in the world, then I'm sure you'll like it. And hopefully these people go on to release chapter 2 for you, and you can have a pretty dang good story. For me personally, I don't like it. It's just not for me. It's not my type of game. So I give it a 3, and I don't really think it's worth downloading. It looks like an even surface, right? It's like glitching a little bit. When it hits the top, it like doesn't just go bing and then bing. It goes like bing, bing, bing. Like, what the hell? Is there something I don't see there? Other than that, it just literally doesn't work the way it's supposed to, and it just goes the wrong way. I'm hitting it on the money. What else am I supposed to do? I don't get it. Alright. Our last game was Legend of Carl. I know, the name alone is really intriguing. It was Carl with a K, so it's a super cool Carl. This game was one of those little side-scroller, beat-em-up type of games where you fought these little, like, earth monster things, and I had a sword and like these fisticuffs and like little guns, and they left a little note at the end of the game that was super sweet, and like, oh, leave us comments, and you know, we'd love to hear from you. And I just want to reiterate that the point of this series is not just to shit on people's hard work. The point is to leave a constructive criticism at the end of the day for these developers, that if they do stumble upon this video, maybe they could see what I'm talking about and just gain what I think are the downfalls of the game, and what they do really well, and what they don't do so well, and what they can do to improve. That being said, I thought this game was really, really straightforward. The combat's very simple. You have your attack, you have your special attack, your jump, your dash, or dodge, and you had these 3 different weapon types, 2 of which used like a certain like mana like gauge thing that you would use up, and then you had to wait for it to slowly regenerate. Besides that, there's not a whole lot going on. This game is rather simple, which, hey, sometimes simple is good, because it actually had gameplay to it, and it wasn't bad gameplay. Like, I didn't like glitch out into a wall or something crazy. Things worked the way that I felt that they should for the most part. I felt that the little mini boss before it was really, really not balanced very well. Again, that could have been a purposeful choice, but I feel that it wasn't, because the thing, it takes forever to charge its swing up, and then when it does, you're nowhere there. Like, you're nowhere near it anymore, and so you just keep wailing on it as it like has no way to defend itself because it takes so long to punch, and so you kind of just puts up no fight whatsoever. It's really, it wasn't challenging. like I don't know how else to put it. It straight up was no challenge to it. The actual little minions or whatever, I don't know, I felt that they were tough enough, I guess, that enough of them would eat at your health over time that you could find yourself at a loss of health and accidentally die without noticing. I don't know if maybe it's the last game I played of the night and maybe I'm a little bit tired, but I found myself really, really bored. The gameplay got very, very repetitive very, very quickly, because the combat is very simplistic. It is extremely simplistic, and there really is no replayability, because Legend of Carl is this really, really short, which usually is the case for these free games. Because they're free, they tend to be so much shorter, which is why I'm able to play all of them in a single night and review all of them in a single night. This game is like 15 minutes, 20 minutes long maybe. The game's really short, but I wouldn't want to play it again. Like, while Super Raft Boat, I do want to play again, actually. I would, and I do want to play it again. I don't really want to play Legend of Carl again. The movement felt good, the combat felt good, just very, very bare bones and very, very simple. And outside of that, I really can't tell you much about the story. There's like an exposition dump right at the beginning, but all that information left me immediately as soon as it was as soon as it was revealed to me. I lost all of it. I just didn't care. Like, simply, it just was not engaging enough to make me want to care. It's not a bad game by any means. It just gets really repetitive and rather boring pretty dang quickly. So I mean, if you liked what you saw, you can go ahead and download it, but I'd probably only give it a 5 out of 10. I think it's pretty average. It's just your average run-of-the-mill side scroller. Personally, to me, though, I just don't think it's quite worth downloading. Alright, that's it. That's another 3 in the books that we have reviewed. If you didn't check out the first episode, go ahead and check it out. It should be in the little iCard right up about there. We've done 1 episode so far before this, and now this is episode 2. So if you enjoyed what you saw and you would like to see an episode 3, just go ahead and leave a like and comment, and let me know that you loved it and that it was super cool and awesome and you enjoyed it and you want more. That way I know to give you more, right? If you have something out on the internet that's free that isn't malware, because I'm not going to just download malware, but you have something free out there, maybe it's a web-based, like a browser-based game or something, or it is one of these free Steam games, just shoot it down in the comments below. I'll get to it, I'll find it, I'll credit you in the video, and I'll play the game, I'll give it a rating, and I'll let you know whether or not it is worth downloading. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye.